for a fox. Looking for a fox. Tonight the sky's the limit. I got some money and I'm gonna spend it. It's Saturday night and I wanna play. I'm gonna groove till the break of day. But look at here, looking for a fox. Looking for a fox. I'm looking for a fox. Got a brand new pinstripe suit of clothes. Big wide polka dot tie. Cufflinks thick as jaybird eggs. Look at this. Shoes made out of alligator hide. I'm gonna say something else here. I'm ripe and ready to hop and try. Girl, and you can get anything I got. I got the money, girl, if you got the time. All you got to do now is give me the sign. Look here, I'm looking for a fox. I'm looking for a fox. Looking for a fox. I'm looking for a fox. Oh, I'm looking for a fox. Ooh, I'm looking for a fox. That's out of sight. Help me now what I said. Ooh, looking for a fox. Help me again. Say, ooh, looking for a fox. I know you can do that. Say, ooh, looking for a fox.
Yeah, Looking for a Fox, Clarence Carter, R.I.P. If I might be serious again for one more moment, Tuesday this week we lost another great friend of mine, a man called Soj Adams. He was one of the original founders of Fifth Column,
Oh, wow.
the T-shirt company
Yeah.
that prints the DVC
T-shirts that we still sell, yeah, man.
that we're selling. Most of those key T-shirts from
The 80s,
about
really,
1975 through till even rave, well into the early 90s.
Yeah.
Came from Fifth Column. Soj was the most beautiful man. He was a fellow
Okay.
Chelsea man. We went
Oh.
all over Europe together.
Good. Yeah, man.
Anyway, Soj, R.I.P.
Oh, bless him. There is an exhibition going on. I don't know too much about it, but the DBC guys are involved with it. I think
This
Mecca's
is at the
going
Bomb Factory.
Is that where it is?
It is.
Right.
And they're,
I've been
I think
tapping
the brother-
Lewis for
yeah,
some
I
more
think Lewis-
stock,
I
and
think
he's
Lewis
gone.
must be
I've
in
just
there."
bought a load, but I'm going to take it to the exhibition
Yeah.
because we're banging them out up there. So can we put in another order, please, Greg? Basically, was the message. So
Yeah.
man, absolute.
Actually, we can get
blinder.
a review of that exhibition. Stephen
Howie was there.
Stephen Howie, you were there
Yeah.
last night. Tell us about the Bomb Factory.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about
While
that.
he is coming on, we have a man called, do you pronounce it Loic? Is that
Oh
his
yeah, absolutely.
Loic from Get Out.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully we won't need to do a What's On section anymore because Get Out is the new app
Yeah.
for what to do. I think it's free to register. It's West London.
Amazing.
So let's hope it's a big app.
Yeah, man. So he's coming on later, is he?
He's coming on at 4:30. At
Amazing.
5 o'clock, we've
Yeah.
got Mad Dan Morell, who's going to
Oh,
be talking
cool.
about...
And he
next-
is mad. He's totally
He's going to be
bonkers.
talking about next weekend's gig at Bay 56 with Don Letts,
Yeah.
with Youth, with
Yeah.
Gaudi,
Yeah.
with, it's going to
Oh,
be...
wow, it's going to be amazing.
Finished off with The Egg.
Brilliant.
I am
Oh,
pretty-
serious? This is going to be Electronica Central. I love it because Youth and Gaudi have done a lot of work together very recently, which
Yeah,
is
with
absolutely
John.
spectacular. Yes,
And with
and indeed
Simonon.
and with Paul Simonon. Wow, how all these things conflate. It's great, isn't it? Absolutely great.
And then at 5:30, we've got Constantine Crash, my old mucker, all of our old mucker.
Yes,
who's
absolutely.
coming in from Morley College,
Okay.
where he has an activist exhibition.
All right.
And
Sounds good.
Yeah. It's been going for about 10 days now, so I think you might have to get down there this weekend.
Yeah, it could be the closer, could it?
Hopefully Loic, is that how you pronounce it?
I guess
French?
so, yeah. I'm not.
Hopefully
yeah.
Loic is going to tell us all about it.
Yeah, man, absolutely, because he's the guy who now has an app that tells you what's going on in your areas. Anyway, Stephen Howie, hello, darling.
So you were at the Bomb Factory.
I was
last
at Bomb
night.
Factory last night. It was a group show with 9 groups.
9, magic 9.
Well, group,
my-
it's called collectives, isn't it? It's
Yes,
about,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
group show of groups.
So the
Quite
two
clever.
I knew were Hannah
Tell us.
Dowling and a friend of mine who calls herself Chromo Sapien,
Oh,
which
I
is
know.
quite a nice name. And Palace was obviously there. and
Palace
Ga-
Citron you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. And Gazmail and Ruby turned up because there was a photo of Gaz and Natty Bow.
Oh,
I
brilliant.
think Gaz might have been DJing on his way
Well,
down
he
to
may,
the club.
but then I went on
Was
to
the
another
show any
gallery.
good? I think it's on. Is it on till tomorrow? Or is it actually on till Sunday?
It's on a while.
I think it's on. I think it's only on till Sunday, but I might be wrong.
Ah,
Anyway,
Till the 13th of June.
all right,
13th of
Mecca,
June.
Mecca was there last night. Mecca,
Brilliant.
part of the DBC posse.
Yeah,
was there
man.
with Lewis,
I just
both of whom DJ on Portobello Radio.
Yeah.
And they were down there as a kind of renegade, not Soundwave or renegade something it was called.
right.
And it is
Renegade
it's a-
Raven
it's-
Radio Wave.
Yeah, it's an art piece, kind of performance piece about DBC.
Dread Broadcasting Corporation. Come on.
with the first
Lewis,
black
did you
owned.
say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was DJing. Mecca turned up much later.
Cool.
there you go.
I was about to leave by then.
Anyway,
Ah.
Lewis DJs as Joiny_Mac. Great sound.
Joiny Mac. Yeah,
he
he
doesn't
is.
play DBC. A lot of people think of it as a reggae station, but as co-founder Mike Williams never tires of telling us,
Yes. It was Outer National, man.
It was a what?
Outer National.
Outer National.
Mike himself did a African.
Is there
He did an
Asian-
African show, absolutely, a world show. So yeah, it was it was about world music essentially,
Yeah.
but it was
Anyway,
centric on reggae, and it was definitely from round these ends.
We are selling the T-shirts. Junior Tomlin walks in. We're also selling his
Selling his book. Yeah,
which you
man.
can read about, listen to
Absolutely.
on the show 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was our mentor. He used to give us
Aw.
tough love up there at the KPH. He used to
Yeah.
turn up.
This
with
is
his-
Lepke Rebel.
Sorry,
yeah.
Lepke Rebel,
Yeah.
the founder. You could find a lot of these things on Portobello Radio. A Lepke set from back in the day, joining
Absolutely.
Mecca.
Yeah, man.
But if you remember at the KPH, Lepke would turn up with his sound system, which was something that come out of a police interview room.
Oh yeah, the tape recorder.
double tape
yeah,
recorder.
Man. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely.
Tell you more
amazing.
about Bomb Factory.
Yeah, go on.
So tomorrow at Kingsway,
That's Saturday.
they have open studios between midday and 6 p.m.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah.
Do you have any more about the show?
There are about I believe there are 43 artist studios above there.
Above the actual gallery on the ground floor. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's a bloody massive building, I'll give you that much.
No, it's the one in Holborn, not the one
Is
in
there, any,
Marylebone.
is there
okay.
any more about the Bomb Factory Marylebone? Because that's what people are clamouring to hear about. Oh, we've done it.
Lovely. So-
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you,
Stephen
Steve.
will be back to tell us all about the exciting goings on at XYZ
Innit?
Brentford
Yeah,
tomorrow
On Sunday.
Well, it's happening today and tomorrow, but
Is
the
it?
bus
Yeah,
is
but the
taking
bus
you
is
there on Sunday.
On Sunday. Love it, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So if you guys are at a loss this wonderfully blinkingly hot weekend, then
Get
why don't
down
you...
to Brentford, it's
Yeah.
by the river.
Where do they kick off from? The Muse Gallery here?
Stop pointing, Isis.
Yeah.
Isis is in the house in
Where does
case
the-
you hadn't guessed.
At the time, Piers, you can't multitask, eh?
No, of
Yet
course
again.
Not. Of course
No,
not.
I can't do with random pointing. I've had enough random pointing in my life.
Oh,
Anyway, we're going to welcome Isis in a second.
will.
If you remember on May Day, we played protest songs. And when I asked I don't use ChatGPT because we're not supposed to. When I asked Google AI about some working people's songs,
yeah.
one of the ones that came up, and this is actually played at kind of Kentucky Miners May Day
Amazing.
parades.
Yeah, wonderful. Enjoy.
Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a bad promotion. Want to shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder, but you got dreams he'll never take away. In the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and you never get the credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, yeah, they got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you think about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it, and you spend your life putting money in his wallet. 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, yeah, they got you where they want you. There's a better life. You don't dream about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it, and you spend your life.
Wow, that
A
was.
little bit of editing, but that's a wonderful track.
Isn't it? Isn't
Can't
it?
go
Isn't it?
wrong
Isn't
with
it?
a bit of Dolly.
You can't go wrong with doll skins in the house. No, you
Doll
certainly
skins,
can't.
eh?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
You know, I
mate.
went to an event a few months ago in Hackney at the town hall. It was
Yeah.
like a local sector thing, yeah, just for my
Okay.
organisation. And they had a full, full-size printout. The standing kind of printed pictures of Dolly in there.
Amazing. I love it. Absolutely
They
love
use
it.
it
I
now.
kind of.
Hackney are using Dolly, you see.
I was going to say, I kind of want that at home in my own living room. Look,
Oh, dear,
Dolly
dear,
in the
dear.
house. Love it. Absolutely love it. Brilliant. This is ISIS, by the way, BTW fans and peoples out there in Radio Land.
We haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, what happened?
We've heard you, obviously, on
I've
Wild
been-
Women on Wednesdays.
I've been displaced by a younger, more vibrant version, I think. A cooler version, That's what happens. You see,
Isn't it?
Piers, the thing is you've got daughters. You don't
They
have
will
a son.
replace us. They will replace
Yeah, and if you
us.
had sons, you'd have been
It's
replaced
a
a long
great,
time.
It's a great replacement.
I'm
series.
loving
It
it
is.
though. I must confess, I'm really loving the fact that the younger generations can come up and step into our shoes, etc., etc., etc. So no,
Except
that's
you
what it's
don't
all
have
about.
any actual really sons to replace you, do you?
I've got loads of them.
You've got all the
loads of them.
adopted ones.
We like
right?
Yeah, yeah. There you go. There
We
you go.
prefer
have any-
our
do you-
adopted daughter
do you have
Iona to
daughters?
him any day.
Oh yeah, Iona's amazing.
Oh,
Oh yes, we
boo.
love her. I mean, she's
Boo.
slightly prettier, isn't she? Well, quite a lot prettier.
No one can be as pretty as Greg.
Listen, you haven't seen me in high heels, man.
Oh yes, I haven't seen. I've
Yeah.
been told, but I haven't had the experience
Exactly. I make a lovely drag queen.
Yeah, anyway, what have you been up to, Isis, since we last saw you?
yet. Well, we recorded an episode of Wild Women on Wednesday.
Indeed,
Yes, we did
actually.
our which one did we do last? We did Continental Drift before, and
You
then
did important questions like,
Oh, yes,
is it
we-
worth voting?
Yeah, well, no, the
And what's
actual
your spirit animal?
the musical theme was actually a kind of version excursion. So we
Yeah.
looked for some really kind of quite, not rare but unusual tracks to give us versions. And yes, we did talk about voting.
Yeah.
And as very wise people said, if it really, really did make a difference, structurally, there wouldn't be any voting. So it makes a small difference,
Well, I
Yeah.
have to say,
I mean, we didn't have reform on
we
our
were the
ballot,
hub.
thank
We
God.
were the hub for Labour in Nottingdale, and I'm no massive fan of Sir Keir Starmer and his kind of wishy-washy ways. However,
You mean his genocidal, the
No.
Zionist
well,
infiltrated
that-
asset
there's
ways?
more
Yeah,
to it than that. Yeah.
yeah. But that for me is the sticking point. I can't vote
You
Labour.
have fun if you have mentioned that before.
No, I'm going to keep mentioning it. Don't stop talking about the genocides. We have a duty.
Yeah. Of which I'm afraid to say the number of genocides going on at the moment in the world is
Well,
well
exactly.
into double figures.
Yeah, except
Exactly.
you notice they're all going on by being committed by ex-colonialists against black and brown people. So Congo, Haiti,
Sudan?
Yeah.
Go on, where's the colony bit in that?
Who do you think's funding all of it? A Zionist?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Who's
all right.
funding
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
it?
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah,
what's
okay.
going on in
No,
Palestine?
actually, on that particular one, it appears to be the UAE versus China.
Oh, how interesting.
What, on Sudan?
And
No, the
Sudan-
UAE are funding the Rapid Defense Forces,
Yeah.
but they're then backed by American, Zionist, all these people. It's all part of the same. It's the
Okay.
Epstein class. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
you can t-
Excellent how we suddenly disappeared down that rabbit hole.
yeah.
Pulling
Right,
ourselves back to
whenever
the
I'm
surface.
here-
Back to the
No,
surface.
one day we will. I think one day we should do an actual whole show
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
because some of these labels. I think the Epstein class. I have to say, I think that is verging on anti-Semitic. I think the current use of the word Zionists is verging on anti-Semitic.
Well, the word anti-Semitic is being misused and it's being weaponized, and actually,
It's all being
it's
weaponised,
impossible
interesting enough, but yeah.
for people who support Palestine and Yemen and all these places to be anti-Semitic
Okay,
because
but you know
actually
what
they
I'm
are
saying.
Semitic people.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, I'm saying
anti-Zionist, anti-Israel is very different. It's got nothing to do with Jewish people.
Yeah.
In fact, large numbers of Jewish people are anti-Zionist and
Yeah.
always have been from the start of that movement. So it's got nothing to do with it. We must not conflate those two things. It's inaccurate.
All right, we'll leave it there for this time.
But we will dedicate an entire radio show to chatting about this shit at some
Yeah,
point.
one
in the
day,
future.
one day.
Yeah, man.
Gotta keep it political, people. ISIS in the house.
Well, let's carry that on.
Yeah, here we go. However, we might need something else instead. So we're going to go across to Germany for the Love Parade just for a second. Enough of that bang bang techno business. Here we go.
Dark brown shade of my skin, only had color to my tears. That splash against my collarbones, that rocks my soul. Looking back over my past dreams that I once knew, wondering why my dreams never came true. Somebody tell me, what can I do? Something is holding me back. Is that because I'm black? In this world of no pity, I was raised in the ghetto of the city. Mama, she worked so hard to earn every penny. Something is holding me back. Is it because I'm black? Something is holding me back. I'm wondering if it's because I'm black. Like a child stealing his first piece of candy and got caught. Wandering round Life's corner somewhere I got lost. Something's holding me back. Is it because I'm black? Something
Yeah, well, an absolutely brilliant song that is, and I think that is political. And do you like that song, Isis?
Yes.
Good.
I read
a rather brilliant piece about Jim. It's too complicated to go on about now because we've got our first guest unexpectedly popping right in.
Yeah.
Mickey P.
No way.
Hello there. Nice to see you. Oh, lovely. And what a beautiful day on the Portobello Road today.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Isn't it? It's just
I don't want to hear anyone complaining it's too hot.
I think it's too hot.
So damn contrary, this man.
Well, you know that. You know that one. Mary, we call him.
Yeah.
Mickey, I mean, you've got loads and loads of hats, and recently, or the last few weeks, I've had loads of Facebook memories coming up about the various Portobello live. What a laugh that was, that very first one, 2015 or 16, whichever.
I think it was 2014.
Wow.
2015.
Yeah. Incredible.
It was 2015.
You know what? It was a
was
very
going.
creative period around
It really
here.
was.
Yeah, lots of things sort of spawned around that time, didn't
How old are
they?
you now? You're
11.
We're 11,
years,
so we
yeah.
started in 2015.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was around then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because we came into the old place that was in Kilburn there.
Yeah, South Kilburn.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
When you were there.
Yeah.
I mean,
KTK
it's
radio.
amazing, Portobello Radio. It really is. I mean, you must be having so many listeners now because you cover all topics, all sort of different people.
We do. It's only
colours and everything. It's just fantastic.
We even have a show about women.
We do.
Yeah.
Can
well, I
you
know
believe it?
do.
On such a masculine,
No, but
manly
that's been
station
for a
like
while.
Portobello Radio.
Hasn't that been for a while? You've had that show?
Of course.
I think it's all
He's been
great.
facetious. He's been very facetious.
But no, I credit myself with bringing lots of women presenters in.
Yep.
Yeah, good for you.
Well
We've been
done.
taking over. I was looking at the dynamics 2-1. I was like, nah.
No, that's not right.
So it's going to be
not right.
always many more women than men.
Well, yeah, if women ran the world, we wouldn't be in the fights now with wars around the
Ashley,
world.
I
Of course we
agree with
wouldn't.
you.
No, of course we wouldn't. That's
Greg,
great.
will you remind me to talk about DJ for Blue, talking about success
Oh,
stories in a minute, but-
yeah, okay.
Yes. Shall I tell you what I'm up to?
Back to you. Portobello Live, the festival, which was the Great Escape has just been on in Brighton. It was a bit like that, or the Camden Crawl,
That's right.
where loads of venues got together.
Yeah.
One ticket would get you everywhere.
I couldn't believe that. I was looking at the post the other day. We had 12 venues all
Yeah.
at the same time over 2 days.
How many are left?
And now it's so difficult to find someone to put live bands on, you know.
But you have found someone.
Well, I do the Uxbridge now, which is up on Notting Hill Gate, right behind the cinema there.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the one.
Oh, that one, yeah. It's all been kind of
Yeah.
quiet in
Yeah.
the back there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
one of Gaz's favourite pubs. It's a favourite pub for quite a lot of people.
Old school.
Oh,
Old school.
Debbie, of course, you know.
Debbie Remain. Oh,
Yeah,
Renee.
Debbie Renan had passed away, and she had her funeral there.
Sorry?
Tom Cash, of course.
Did you
was
know
always
Debbie
in there when he
Renan?
died.
Debbie?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Debbie Remain.
That's what I thought.
Oh my God, I was like, what?
Handy for
She's
Deb.
Coming on next week.
Oh, our darling Debbie, we've known for forever, haven't we? Our
Yeah.
dear
Well,
friend.
Trish's sister.
Trish's sister.
Yeah.
Oh,
Of
okay.
course. So it was, yeah.
Let's
I'm doing
not
live
talk
music
about
in
the
there.
people connected with the Uxbridge who've died,
Yeah.
because you're trying to promote some gigs there.
Yes, we are. We're doing live music there, but we're doing one next Tuesday, which is the day off the bank holiday. But we've got Lola Aviva, who's a fantastic
yeah.
artist. I think you know Lola.
She came on this very show. You're right.
Yeah, so she's playing. So that'll be really good, and it's
That's
free.
excited, Gracie. She likes that. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yes.
Also got Denny Lane's son. Denny Lane, who was
from
in
Wings.
His
Oh,
son,
wow.
he's got a son called Lane. He calls himself Lane. And
Lane
he
Lane.
plays like Mississippi
Lane Lane,
blues.
yeah.
You wouldn't believe this guy makes that sound. You wouldn't believe it.
Really?
It's like 1920s Tennessee.
Lead
He
belly.
plays steel
Nice.
guitar, and he's got all that. It's just out of this world.
Amazing.
It really is. He's very
Amazing.
understated.
It's
and
almost like having Ryan
humble
Cooder in the
guy.
house.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And also, we're doing this party with Dan next Saturday here at the Village.
Dan
Dan
Morrell.
Niles'
Dan
Village.
Morrell.
He's on in half an hour.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I came down to see him actually. Yeah, and that'd be fantastic.
That'd
They're
be
all
great.
doing. He'll tell you all
Tell
about
us
that.
about the gig, though, very briefly. Just
Well,
give us the headlines, because
Well, of course, we're back in the Village here at Niles' place now. Bay
Yay.
57, I
Brilliant.
think it is.
56.
56, sorry. Bay
57 is the
It's
weird
that little
empty
weird
one.
Yeah, I did the ukulele classes in there with the wind and the
That
rats.
rats.
I remember the children were playing ukulele, these rats run by. They all put the ukuleles down and chase the rats. You know.
Brilliant.
They asked for my feedback. I said, well, it was all right.
Well, that's
All
what
the
you
rats.
get with North Kane kids. They're not going to cower and jump on the chair.
No. Anyway, yes, so we're in Niles' place and we're doing this amazing, it's an album launch for, well, Dan will tell you all about it.
Yeah,
Bro.
And
Chant was more or less launched on Portobello
it
Radio.
was,
Yeah.
that's right.
Youth is, hopefully Youth is doing a solstice mix for us. We got
Is he?
Don Letts has been
Brilliant.
on. We've never had Gowdy, so
Right.
should
We
try-
haven't. Let's try and get
You
Gowdy
should
on
ask
board.
if
Brilliant.
we record it from there.
Yeah,
perhaps.
wonderful.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Look,
Amazing.
Well,
yeah, and
Dan in a minute.
that looks great. So that's on Saturday night, next Saturday the 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I faced the Champions League final that day, but thanks God, I was
Well,
gonna
there's
watch
always
Arsenal, aren't they?
there's always going to be competition.
Yeah, at least you won't be able to hear the cheers from the Pig and Whistle, which I'm afraid is an Arsenal pub. I have spent. I have.
What are they doing? What's the Gooners doing around here? I don't get
There's
it.
loads of them.
I don't
Loads
get
of them.
this.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
There's
keep
no doubt.
quiet, don't they? And then they come out when they win something, which is very rare.
And they're doing very well.
Actually,
at
my
the
old mate Ian Wright outside the stadium.
Oh, that was
3 in the
fantastic.
morning was fantastic.
I've got to
wasn't it?
say, he's something else,
Popping
that
the
guy.
He is.
Did you see
He
him
is.
with champagne in the
Local.
crowd? Did you see that? Ian Wright, the footballer.
No interest.
Oh, he's a famous footballer. He went outside
I know
the
who he
crowd
is,
to
I know he is,
celebrate
but I'm
with
just
all the
not
fans.
interested.
Yeah.
In fact, Rhys Morris, our beloved Rhys Morris from Lanc West, claims that
yes.
he popped the champagne first, and then Ian saw him, and then he started
headed
popping.
Thanks over. Lovely, lovely. The West London crew up there.
Okay, I will tell you one thing.
Love it.
I'm teaching ukulele a lot. I do it with the Westway Trust, and I've just finished. Well, it's got 2 more weeks on the beginners course. So anyone who's ever played ukulele before, even a tiny bit, we've got a new course starting on Monday, the 8th of June at the Westway Trust. And if you're on low income or any benefits at all, it's totally free. And I'll have you playing great tunes, and it's loads of fun.
Is that beginners or intermediate?
It's intermediate. Even if you just picked up a guitar or played a couple of notes, it's so brilliant, the ukulele, because it's only 4 strings. You can just put one finger on one string and you've got a chord. So people are like, is that it? And they think I'm a natural. 10 minutes.
So
of
you don't have to
playing.
do any bridging and all of those things.
No, it's not like
really
guitar.
scary when you're
It's
trying
ve-
to learn to play.
It takes
yeah.
10 minutes to start a punk ukulele band.
Yeah, I've just seen that. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. There's lots going on. It's great to have the summer in the air, isn't it? And you know, everyone
Can't
looks
complain.
great. Everyone's smiling. Hello, sweetheart.
Oh, wicked paprika at the door. Amazing.
Yeah, and so please do come to this event on Saturday. It's just £5 to get in, which is incredible, isn't it? Really, to go to that party
That's
with Don Letts,
unreal.
Gowdy,
That's
Youth.
going to sell out. How do I get an early bird or just a ticket now rather than stay
Well, you have to
outside?
go online and get one. If you just look at their website, I don't know what their website.
Chant.
Chant. It's all over. It's all over Facebook
Okay,
and
Chant
Instagram
Live,
and all the
I think it
like
platforms.
a rash or like
Yeah, and it will be great.
seagull.
Yeah. Who? No, the MC.
There's Grace in the background talking. What we say?
About random ukulele players.
No, a guy called VMC, he plays the ukulele.
Does it?
Oh,
Yeah,
does
he's really good.
he? Amazing.
It's a good, yeah. That's a good instrument to play. It really, I couldn't. I'm starting to do that quite a lot now. I think I've got a job teaching autistic kids ukulele. It would just be fantastic to do that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'd love to be able to play that Deliverance track.
Oh yeah, when they go.
Can you
Yeah.
play that on the ukulele?
Or is
Thing
it a
is, it's
banjo
called a
only?
claw. They use a claw technique.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit, but so it's like, and they're going in the round. It's hard to explain. But they're only using 2 fingers, a thumb and a finger, and they get this fast spinning.
They're
thing. But
using
no, I'm nowhere
steel
near that
guitars,
level.
steel guitars or something
Banjo.
for that. Banjo,
Yeah,
isn't it?
banjos.
Or indeed, in the movie, it was a banjo and a guitar.
And that's all
Yeah,
good. And,
absolutely.
yeah. So
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you, and it was lovely to see you. I'm going to hand you back, am I?
Wow.
Go enjoy the rest of the sunny
Yeah, mate. Go and
Friday.
make the most
Yeah,
of
I'm
it.
going to.
Wonderful.
Thanks,
Absolutely
Portobello Radio, the
Thank
best
you.
in the West.
Come
Yes,
on,
we are.
come on. Amazing, absolutely amazing. We will be giving that man lots of money later. Mickey, take care, very, very good
Thank you
luck.
very much. Lovely to see you all.
Bye.
I love Portobello Radio. Probably the best radio station in Ledbroke Grove.
That, of course, is Dueling Banjos from the film Deliverance, and Mickey will be back next week to play it on the ukulele.
Do you reckon?
With somebody who taught 10 minutes ago.
Yes, indeed. Well, he reckons it's that easy. Yeah, man.
We're delighted to, well, as you know, we have had increasing trouble with our What's On section here. Partly because, well, there's nothing on. Well, that's the way it seems. But the next guy in the studio is someone who may have solved our problems.
Oh.
Welcome. Like Paul?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, into the microphone if you don't mind.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Now, you've got an app called Get Out, which is about to launch imminently.
Yeah.
And that is going to solve all our problems.
Well, hopefully, that's the idea. Sorry, bring it a bit closer. There you go. Yeah, so Get Out, we've been working on it for quite a while now, and hopefully launching probably start of next month. We're just waiting for the actual app to be ready. It's online actually. You can see everything online.
Well, on the
website. Yeah.
And what's that? Get Out.
Getout.directory.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's the simple idea is we just want to make it easy and simple for people to be able to know what's going on in their area on the local level, right? So you know, not your big football matches and stuff, but this is very much your five-a-side football, your run clubs, your live music, theatre, comedy nights. Just a platform where you can find out all of that sort of thing in one place is really what we're trying to build, and sort of help out that sort of local community aspect.
So you're not challenging Time Out?
No,
no.
Time Out are pretty global now, to be absolutely honest.
I mean, yeah, they have stuff all over the world, but so you're doing a version for the local area, for West London or for London?
Oh, we're starting West London, but we built it in a way that we hope to be able to expand it, across London. Then, especially tackle smaller areas. I think in local towns, small villages, it's quite hard to find sort of that sort of thing.
I mean, basically, you have to hope that it comes up on the WhatsApp group you're on. Well, none of us can trust the algorithms on social media because they seem to be designed to show us stuff that will either annoy us or from people we don't know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we pride ourselves on being hyper-local. We get our passports out to go to Shepherd's Bush. How local are you going to be?
Currently very local. Currently very local. So, I mean, we've got 50 people on the platform at the moment as a pre-sign up just because we need content.
What kind of people are they?
So local pubs, we've got the Good Oak, we've got.
I love the Good Oak.
Yeah, Good Oak's a great
it's
place.
It's really good. The
do you
jazz
go?
place.
Yeah, on
jazz
a Thursday night.
Yeah.
They've actually been really supportive as well. So I guess shout out to Steve there, but he's really sort of helped us, especially get our first few events on the platform. Cock and Bottles on there. Under chat before was mentioning the Westway Trust. We've got permission from them to have their stuff on the platform, and then we've sort of worked our way through at the moment. We've got a lot of North Kent, a lot of Notting Hill, and working slowly down through Kensington towards Fulham, and then expand a bit further east. I mean, did you know we had a Kensington Model Yacht Club?
No, I didn't even know that.
What, on the Round Pond?
Yeah, on the Round Pond.
I can believe it, actually.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know that.
We went on, when Princess Diana died, well, you probably don't, because you were probably 0.
Oh, yeah, I was a baby.
When Princess Di died, outside Kensington Palace, there were all these flowers piled up, and after about 2 weeks, they were kind of rotting and stuff. Anyway, the night before they were going to clear the flowers, loads and loads of people turned up in Kensington Gardens. So we got a banana leaf, which was in these flowered arrangements, and put a tea light on it and sent it out into the Round Pond. It's the most mawkish, sentimental thing I've ever done in my life.
That's very sweet.
I just want to know, is there any events in Cock and Bottles?
Yeah, so they've got pub quizzes. They show a lot of sport there. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of your local pub events.
Do they do karaoke's?
No, they don't do karaoke.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a shame.
maybe
They
it's a
should.
suggestion.
They do karaoke at the Paddington Railway Club, which is just up the road in Chepstow Road. Yeah. It's a brilliant idea and sorely needed. So what are you looking for at the moment? Do you need more businesses to sign up?
But also, what's the process? I mean, is it like a subscription thing? How does one sign
So
up
at the moment
for
it's
it?
all free. We're trying to keep it free, primarily to get content on the platform, especially in the local area. I think we'll do it, and then hopefully if it can become something bigger, then we'll have to introduce it. Will be a subscription model. but only for the hosts. And the idea, I mean, it's to be a community thing, and we understand, especially times are quite tough right now, especially in the hospitality industry, the entertainment business, on the local level. So we are trying to make it as reasonable as possible.
Is it more of like a networking kind of thing? Like you can go there and...
So our next phase, at the moment it's, at the most basic level, it's just you can go on, you can look, it's either in a calendar format or a map format, and you can see basically based on where you are, everything that's going on based on time, and you can filter by category. Okay. We want to introduce a networking element, like a social networking aspect to it, where you can see where your friends are going, what they've liked, and then have a bit of content. You know, you can submit videos.
That's so
and stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
So basically, the people who are looking for places to go can go and then put like a review, and to encourage other people to go there. Basically, it's like a recommendation thing. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, that sounds like quite a complicated app. Are you going to be?
Not for the young people.
Will you be? No, I mean to create, but I mean, what do I know?
I'm not the brains behind it. I'm very lucky to have he's a magician. He's Nemo, our CT, our tech guy.
Yeah.
You know, these tech guys can do incredible things.
Yeah.
Really incredible things.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to have an app ready. We will obviously go live on the website, but I wasn't expecting to have an app ready before sort of end of summer at least, and then sort of messaged me yesterday and said, "Oh, I think we're almost there."
I mean, like all the most brilliant ideas, it's kind of, in hindsight, it's the bleeding obvious.
Sorry?
In hindsight,
Yeah.
it's, you know, it's obvious.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that does strike me as being, you know.
I don't think it's a new concept either. I mean, historically, you'd have, especially in print media, there were your local listings guides of everything that was on
local
that week.
papers.
Yeah, the local paper. City Limits, I think, was a website. Magazine back in the day. Yeah. And you could see on a day-by-day.
Even places like NME and some of the others actually have a thing at the back, like a going out thing, where they tell you what was going on.
When I was at Oxford, there was every day there was this kind of probably A2 sheet that was put up in every college, with all the events going on everywhere.
In fact, they used to do that in universities, didn't they, back in the day? In the student unions and stuff, whatever material went around, they told you where all the pub crawls were and all.
Yeah.
Those are the good old days when students didn't have to pay get grants. We got grants, rather.
We're all really excited. When's it going to be launched?
We're hoping, although it can be pushed back a bit, but I think 12th of June is what we're targeting.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Now, how do people sign up? I mean, I'm already thinking about the Kensington and Chelsea Art Week, which takes place 24th, I think, through to the 28th.
The Muse Gallery is for the art bus.
Yeah.
Could be a good thing.
Yes, yeah. When I first met Greg, he was talking about that as a
how do we sign up?
Go
on the website.
Go on the website, press register as a host, and you can start uploading.
So would something like the wonderful, fantastic Portobello Radio Friday shows and some of the other things we do, would that be something that would be posted up as well, or would it be more like we'd be posted or signposted to Portobello Radio, and then you'd have the program that we'd have, or would you have a shared program for us?
So we upload everyone's events by the event.
Oh, right,
so
okay,
it's
cool.
It's a calendar, it's a schedule, right? So
Okay, great.
I think in a way, though, what you were kind of asking is a lot of things happen every Tuesday, you know, forever, at 8 o'clock. I mean, this show happens at 4 p.m. on a Friday, forever, we hope. That's different from, you know, Mickey was just here talking about big special event on the Saturday week over at Bay 56. In a way, you need to kind of keep those separate, don't you?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Well, at the moment, so we do have recurring events, and it's all bundled together at the moment because we're still quite local. So, I mean, in fairness, there's still so much on it that you can scroll through a week, and then you'll get to the next thing. It will take you a while to see the next one. So, because you'd be surprised how much there is actually on out there.
Right. Well,
we know because we can't keep up with it. There is so much.
So, sorry, just on process for one more question. So if we were to put the Portobello Radio Show Friday 4 to 6 every week, would it come up every week?
Every week.
Okay, great.
Excellent.
Now we're really interested.
Now we're moving. But also some of our other shows, there's some really good shows on. I mean, not just Wild Women on Wednesdays, obviously, but we have actually,
Margaret Speaks, for instance.
And some of the podcasts that you've done, if you're replaying it one evening or something.
Hey, Dan, welcome. Sorry, we're talking about something else, but welcome. Come in and make yourself at home. No, we're on live.
We're on the radio.
That is the tech wizard, Dan Morrell, who's going to be our next guest, who doesn't seem to be aware that we are live on the radio, broadcasting from North Kensington
The Muse Gallery.
to the world. Well, I for one am very excited.
Yeah, it sounds great.
I hope everyone gets behind you, because it does. I mean, if there's already, before you've even launched, there's loads of stuff there that we could be getting on board with.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you know, once you launch, no doubt it'll spiral.
Yeah, I mean, we're bootstrapping it all at the moment, but we feel that it's just, like you said, it's something that's sort of needed in the community, and there's that very much community element to it, in the sense that on a personal level, being part of a community, being part of whether it's a sports club or a music club. I've started doing jam nights at the Good Oak, actually. Do you know that? They do every other Wednesday, sort of a jam night there.
The jam night, which
so it's a new thing. It only started a few weeks ago, where any musician can just turn up with their instrument.
Right.
And as someone who's just moved to London,
I haven't. I've only had the birthday one.
Yeah. So that's a new one.
Counts it right out. Brilliant. Thank you, Luke. Thank you for coming in to see us.
Oh, by all means.
Just remind us what the URL is one more time.
Yeah, so www.getout.directory, and then we'll be posting on our socials when the app is launched, but it'll be cool Get Out. Yeah.
Great.
One last thing, is available on iOS and on Android.
To start off with, just iOS.
Oh, that's good for us then. All right.
Annoyingly, you have to develop two apps. And it's not as easy
I
as
was
you
wondering,
think.
What is Android?
Yes, good question.
I shouldn't say that. My daughter lives in Korea. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Sun is shining, the weather is sweet. Make you want to move your dancing feet to the rescue. Here I am. Want you to know where I stand. Here I am. Want you to know just if you can where I stand. Tell myself a new day is rising. Get under, rise, a new day is dawning. Here I am. Want you to know just where I stand. When the morning gathers the rainbow, want you to know I'm
There you go, sun is shining. I know we've played a couple of versions of that. Am I down, Gregsy? Yeah. That's backstage talk, because I'm handing the single aux lead across to Isis, who can now plug herself
I've got no
in.
volume because
Yeah.
Greg doesn't want me to speak.
So not true. So not true. I'm getting my enemies together over her. She's naughty.
What I was going to say is we play various versions of that over and over again, but I think that's the first time we played the original for quite a while.
Yeah, great tune. Brilliant.
Great tune.
Absolutely brilliant.
But isn't the premise that we play it a lot when the sun is actually shining?
Yeah, we try to.
Yeah.
It's
It doesn't
summertime.
shine. It doesn't shine most of the year. So.
Oh, I
If
don't know. You
there's-
know what? Last year was quite a good one for sunshine, and I think this year's going to be another good one for sunshine.
Oh, I suppose yes, it coincides with the rise of the climate catastrophe. The
And all that stuff.
greater the catastrophe, the more sun we get. Yeah, wonderful.
That's why they're now growing wine in Scotland.
Oh, really?
No, not
Wonderful.
yet. Not yet.
No, but they will do.
They'll be
It's
doing it
not a
soon.
million miles
It
away.
isn't. I tell you.
Scottish wine. That'd be great.
Brilliant.
I wanted briefly to mention DJ for Blue.
Oh,
As
yes.
you remember, a young woman called Minna came, asked if she could have a show on our station.
Yeah, man.
She was with us for 18 months, during which time she's become one of the biggest, probably the biggest homegrown disco house DJ in
Yeah,
the
man.
UK.
Yeah.
Plays all around the world.
She is playing tonight at Glitterbox at Amnesia in Ibiza. And then on Saturday she's at Osborne Garden, Newcastle, and then she's that's back in the UK, and then she's at the Gala Festival on Sunday, main stage, 12 till 3. So you know, this girl is smashing it, man, absolutely smashing. We love her, brilliant. She's not the only one.
There was it must have been 2020. There was a Saturday, which was the 29th of February, which, as you know, only comes around once every 4 years. And it's
Yeah.
the day that women are entitled to ask a man to marry them.
Oh,
Which I think is
Any
very-
other day of the year,
of the-
any other time would just be
Oh.
unacceptable.
No, not any
You know
other
it.
time in the 4 years.
It'd
You
be
know.
terrible. I mean, if a woman did
So
that.
anyway, we had a female-only night afternoon at
Yeah.
the West Bank.
We did, it was very successful.
Organised by Honey.
yeah,
First time we'd done that.
yeah.
And a young woman called Rasheen turned up.
Yeah, she answered a call that we put out on Facebook.
Yeah, she's called DJ for Blue.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
happens to be a security guard at Chelsea football.
yeah. She's neurodiverse, and at the time she was playing quite intense urban, reggaeton she
Reggaeton
started
is a
with,
big thing, yeah.
moved across the urban contemporary landscape.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
I think we gave Minna the confidence, we gave her the confidence to go in, and she became quite a big wheel on there's a neurodiverse DJ circuit.
Yeah.
She ended up playing at the Ministry of Sound and places like that. Anyway, the other day she was invited to join a battle of the DJs,
Yeah, man.
not sure where,
Yeah.
and the winner gets a set at We Out Here.
Oh, I love this.
Was it We Out There?
Way out there.
No, I think it's We Out Here.
We Out
Anyway,
Here.
whatever it is, the
The festival.
yeah, the
Love
what's
it.
his face runs.
You're doing well, mate.
The world guy.
Brilliant.
The
The
world
world
DJ
guy.
guy.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I've
Absolutely
interviewed
superb.
him as well.
Oh,
Anyway,
rubbish.
you know what I mean.
Rubbish
And she
old
won.
people stuff.
She
And she
won, so
won.
she's playing at We Out There or Here.
Yeah, absolutely
So
amazing.
she's now taking over Minna's slot.
I love
she's gravitated, like all young people eventually do, to house music.
Yeah.
So now she's taking over Minna's slot, second Saturday of the week,
Yeah.
6 p.m.
Brilliant.
Rasheen, welcome on board. You know, she stewards both at the men's and the women's at Chelsea.
Isn't she a good girl? We love this, man. We absolutely love this. We're talking about the youngsters that Portobello Radio helped
Yeah, it's
rise.
getting more and more.
Isn't it? I know we love this. This is what it's all about. This is really what it's all about. And if you're out there, a young budding DJ, do send us one of your mixes, and we will definitely promote you and get you up there. Talking about promoting and getting you up there.
Or
Ruby-
particularly if you're a backroom young person, if
Yes.
you want to be a producer, an editor,
Yes.
sound tech,
Yeah, man.
artist liaison, whatever
Yes.
other jobs there
Yeah.
are.
We're all
Journalism.
about succession planning on Portobello Radio
like
because
it.
we don't know how long we got left.
No, none of us do. None of us do. Rudy Dempsey, otherwise known as RJD, of course, he's been with us since the off. You know,
Yeah.
he was but a very youngling, 16-year-old or something when we first got him in there at
Me and my daughter just arrived probably at Shindig, G class.
Yeah, man.
He's about to play.
I bumped into him a couple of weeks ago and asked him to send us the lowdown for summer, where him and the guys are going to be playing all their D&B business. And May the 23rd, he's going to be at Shindig Festival. If you guys are going to go to that one, then check out RJD. He's brilliant, absolutely superb. July the 24th, he's jetting off to Japan. He's doing the Fuji Rock Festival, which is brilliant. I love the idea of having some drum and bass at Fuji Rock.
They have loads of drum and bass
I
at
bet
Fuji
they
Rock.
do. I bet they do. August the 1st, the Why Not Festival back in the UK again. Then August the 29th, he's also got another festival, but he doesn't tell me what that one is. Foundation Fest on August the 29th also. So yeah, man, is that the actual bank holiday weekend, the 29th?
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go.
If it's a Saturday
There
or
you go.
Sunday, it will
Yeah.
definitely be the last one of the month.
Yeah, man. So there you go. Yeah, man. Catch up with RJD, G Class, all of that
And
little crew. They're
don't
brilliant.
diss the Japanese, funny enough.
I never diss them. I love them.
Yesterday we put out...
Especially the Pokemon.
We put out
Yes.
the final episode of Great Exchanges,
Yeah.
our collab
Yeah.
with Imperial College London. And it was the joy of playing music together. And there was a professor from Cambridge
All right.
with a gentleman called Haroon Shah, who
Okay.
many of you out there will know.
Yeah.
Haroon is a director of Nostalgia Steel Band, who are the
All right.
oldest steel
Very
band.
involved in Carnival, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, very involved. Anyway, he was talking about the Japanese, and the Japanese not only love reggae,
Yeah.
they love steel pan. And
Yes.
apparently,
Yes.
Yeah, they've got
At
steel
the-
pan sides. They
I've
come down to
heard.
Trinidad.
I've
Yeah.
It's
heard,
been going on
yeah.
for years.
Yeah.
And they love reggae. Nefertiti, my youngest daughter was in Japan earlier this year for just for a few days with her cousin, and she was saying the reggae was off the scale. They went to dances,
Oh,
and they went to
brilliant.
dance hall events
Yeah.
and everything.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love it.
So don't diss the Japanese and
No,
their Pokemon.
not at all. Not at all. No, love it.
So-
Love it. Love it.
it's extraordinary. The next two guests are both in Portobello Road. It's
Oh, no way.
fantastic.
No way.
Coming up soon is Constantine Grash, our old colleague,
Our colleague.
our old buddy, our old...
Oh, mate.
Yeah, we stood
All of that
shoulder to shoulder in the various on the
In the
various
trenches.
barricades.
Yes. Yeah.
And Dan Morell was here, but he's
He's
disappeared.
ethereal, but he's going to come back.
You know
and I
what?
think
He's
gonna play some
going to
music.
play the show out
Yeah.
almost certainly.
Yeah, definitely.
Isis, you have
Yeah, something has just come out.
at the control.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
something has just come out. We've got to play it because it's Beres Hammond and Queen Africa.
Oh, nice.
Beres Hammond, Queen Africa, what a fire! It's a place. Oh gosh, what a night! I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Feel good, feel good. I feel good, cause your perfume isn't loud. It's good to know. Only I can talk about. Feel good, feel good. Feel like velvet rubbing over my skin. All over my body, baby. When your hair dances under my chin. All night long. Wish we were alone, baby. Just the two of us. Together forever. Yes, every move you make gives me a rush. Oh. Wine some more. You show me that love unconditionally. Make believe we're alone. Just you and me. Hate the problems, leave them behind. Don't let it show. Go baby, go baby, go baby, go baby, go. Feeling good is an understatement. What you're sharing I can't describe. You're making all the sweetness in my body come alive. Pull me in, hold me close, and my knees are getting weak. Squeeze me tighter as I place a kiss upon your cheek. Why don't we just leave? 'Cause baby I can hardly breathe. I'm burning up, helplessly melting, sweating from the heat. It's really nice to know that I can feel you as you grow. So happy we're together as
just got to let you know.
I'd love to wipe the sweat off of your face, but it looks so good I might have to replace.
Oh no,
this
babe.
moment is magic, so I leave it alone until you say, honey, time to go home. Oh, oh, oh. Wine some more and show me that love unconditionally. Make believe we'll be here alone, just you and me. Take the problems, leave them behind. Don't let it show. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go.
Go, baby. When did I become so lucky? You made me happy, and I just can't deny. You tell me that you love me, I already see it in your eyes. You're my soldier, I need you to always guard my heart. Say you'll never leave me, we will never part.
Oh, what a night,
what a night,
what a night,
what a beautiful night,
what a sweet, sweet night,
sweeter than I can tell.
Oh, what a night,
oh,
what a night, yes, what a night,
all over me, yeah.
Oh, I wanna hold you, yes,
yes, baby, you
I
can
want this
hold me.
place to
Yes, baby, you can squeeze me.
So who was that?
That was Beres Hammond in Queen Africa.
It's nice.
What a night.
lovely.
The
Yeah,
26th, 2026 version.
man. Wow. Nice.
Get it where you get your
yeah,
music.
you know that.
Now, we're going to concentrate on a bit of art for a moment. And
how very
Arty.
highbrow. How very highbrow.
first off, Stephen Howie, you are leading the bus to Brentford on Sunday.
Because you guys won't be here, and
Yeah.
Damien won't be here.
No.
You're in charge. Everybody high.
Finally, the A team is in charge.
Yes,
So
everybody high.
basically,
What is Brentford? Let's start with that.
Brentford XYZ, lots of studios. We
Michael
know
Speechley's
Matt-
extraordinary
Matt
AV
is
lab.
there. My friend, a few friends of ours are in those studios.
Right,
so
you're not
this
selling it there, Stephen.
bus is more of a taxi service, and rather than Saturday, we're leaving from here on Sunday
At midday still?
at the crack of noon.
Great.
And we want as many bodies on board as we can.
Live or dead?
Either.
Because, I mean, let's not joke about it. The thing is that Damien, who does this amazing work at the Muse, has expanded their residency. You know, they started by getting 3 artists in at the back, giving them a leg up over 6 months, giving them studio space. They did that for 20 years, and then he kind of moved on to trying to open up huge spaces. So he opened the
I
space
think
up
the
here in
first was
Chancery
number
Lane.
5 Gray's Inn Road,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Which had been in Argos.
There's
And
a-
I believe somebody put an event on there quite recently, so it's still going. And then Brentford came after that.
And Brentford is the old Max Factor building.
Yeah.
It's next to the old Waterman's Art Centre.
Exactly it is.
And I think it is part of Brentford's, is it called Creative Mile or something?
It
Anyway,
was. That was when
there's
they
a-
did.
There's a creative
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of sector down there in Brentford.
Yeah.
It's overlooking the river. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
There's great food around there.
Yeah.
There is, actually, if you go a tiny bit up or down the river,
Which the bus won't be doing that.
no,
by
won't
the
be
way.
doing.
No.
If you go a tiny bit up or down the river,
Flatulence par excellence. Sorry.
we've not had that. We've not had that in the studio ever before. Tell us, how do you get on this bus?
You turn up here, preferably about 11:45, and the bus will park over the road. We'll have music.
So I was trying to do a bit of production in the background.
We'll
Thank
have
you, Stephen.
music.
Will you turn up your underscore for a moment, just so we can separate the
E ao
items?
dizer
And I'm sure we'll have
adeus
banter.
à vida, as aves todas do céu me descem na despedida. O teu olhar derradeiro, esse olhar que era só teu, amor que foste o primeiro que perfeito coração morreria no meu peito, meu amor na tua mão, nessa mão de perfeito bateu o meu coração. Meu amor na tua mão, nessa mão de perfeito bateu o meu.
Yeah, I'm afraid that we had a chemical attack here in the Muse gallery, but we have got our gas masks on, which is why we all sound a little bit throttled.
Well, I walk with a fan for these
Yeah.
kinds of happenings.
Is that a psalm?
It sounds like one, doesn't it? Ought to be.
Sorry, Constantine, finally welcome. I didn't know that the Stephen bit was going to take as long, but it did allow us to have that lovely song. Welcome to the studio. You have got a show up the road at Morley College.
Up the road.
And it's called 21st Century Slum. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I should say it's a joint showing with
sorry,
photographer
with Kevin
Percival.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
That's no problem. Yeah, 21st Century Slum, and to give it its full title, Life, Loss and Resistance in North Kensington.
Right.
So it's
Resistance
quite,
is very important as
yes,
well, as is the
resistance.
loss.
Yeah.
We've lost a lot.
Resistance. Yeah, so
Life is
it's
quite
a-
important.
It's quite a retrospect. It's quite a foot backward looking over 15, 16 years of engagement on 3 social housing estates. Silchester Estate, as you well know, and should I say, you do need to come down because you're actually featured in some of the displays.
I will be there tomorrow.
Yeah. Silchester Estate, Lancaster West Estate, obviously where Grenfell Tower is, and Warnington Green. So it's a multimedia show of Kevin's portraiture of residents on Warnington Green Estate, including an award-winning Portrait of Britain photo, lovely portrait of a resident called Grace Zipke. And if I just briefly say, she really, her experience of housing on that estate is so heartbreaking. So, and that really ties into slum-like conditions in this day and age. So it's, that's one thing there about it. So I should say the title, 21st Century Slum, is actually in quotation marks. It is actually a quote that comes from the councillors of RBKC in the planning department during the building of Warnington Green Estate in 1975. They were already saying, as they were just going up, the design of this is going to lead to an architectural disaster. We're breeding 21st century slums.
Right.
So they're
I used to
ideally-
live opposite that. I used to love the way it looked.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, striking modernist building.
And that beautiful rotunda.
That's
with the
right.
glass.
Yes.
And all the trees.
And all of the trees, Isis, as you well know, as you came out to feature us, to support us in trying to save those
Well, I was going
trees.
to say, I mean, the estates that you just mentioned, you've done like activism as an artist and a filmmaker on all of
Yes.
those estates. I mean,
Yes.
obviously the Warnington Green.
Yeah,
I don't think that's right, Funny. I think that Constantine has gone into each of these situations in a way purely as an artist, but you've been drawn in to activism.
Yes,
by the
I would
environment.
say there is a progression from coming in, as you go into an area, you don't live there. You're an artist, you're interested. And to be fair, I did actually, when I was the V&A community artist, I had a flat on Silchester Estate.
In Shalford.
In Shalford
Now
Drive.
sadly knocked down.
And I was very
road.
aware that somebody had just vacated that, and I couldn't do anything other than a real social, community-based practice. And that's obviously where I first met Ed Darthan, and we started to record very early issues coming out of Grenfell Tower. I'm very conscious of that as a sort of an engagement. I have been
Started
radicalised.
as an artist and ended up doing activism, but your
Yeah,
art,
but it is an art
the subject
activism.
matter of
Well,
your
art
art
is
is
activism.
yeah, I
Yes,
was going
it
to say the
is,
subject
yes.
matter, particularly of Constantine's work,
Yes.
is synonymous with activism, because if you
Yeah.
draw attention to poor housing conditions, poor
Yeah.
social conditions,
Yeah.
and you put it out there,
Yeah.
that's actually that's advocacy.
But
in
yeah,
a chosen-
in
And
a
it's
way,
also reflecting the voices of the community. I mean,
yeah, well, that's
that was an important part of the process. It was, using the artistic skills that you have and just providing us sort of a blank piece of paper and making the first mark and then drawing
like
in.
you did with the pavilion some years ago, when you had the kind of like imagine the sort of looking at the issues that was particularly, it was Warnington Green
That's
at the time,
right,
wasn't it?
yes.
Actually, no. We took the towers of Silchester, didn't we? We took our cardboard towers of Silchester.
We did. Yes, we did. Yes, as we were battling. This was before the fire, when Silchester was going to be pretty much completely razed to the ground, but obviously the fire stopped all of that. But I should say the new exhibition does feature a new side, because whilst I was doing all this community work, I really didn't showcase a lot of my own artwork. So I'm now showing, really pretty much for the first time, things that have been rolled up that I made at the time, but I'd never ever showed. So in a way, it's presenting a sort of a new, and allowing me to have a new voice in part of the exhibition displays. So when you come down, you'll see some of my own large scale, in addition to, poignantly, the large scale drawing that I made with the children from Grenfell Tower. That was hanging in North Kensington Library. That's now on show, but not many people seem to know that there was this artwork that was made with the children before the fire, and that's now on display. But as I say, I've also got these other artworks, so you'll see some meditative thoughts about Francis Grenfell and Rockfield in Mellon, as I sort of have weaved them into a drawing where they're firing cannonballs across the landscapes of North Kensington, Cornwall, and the Gaza Strip.
Right.
Because these all come together when I was in a respite in Cornwall in an artist residency, and this was 2024 when the whole world started to turn upside down again.
Yes.
So I'm featuring there's some new works there, in addition to a lot of quite historic pieces.
I mean, your career as a community artist is extraordinary. There's the first commission that certainly we know about, the Silchester one. You live on site. Not many community artists actually do that.
Yeah.
You then go on to do the work at Grenfell, which ends up being, with your participation, being a winner of the Grierson Prize in, is it Sheffield or wherever they do that prize. But you're still working, even now, with communities, even though, you've worked with the V&A, you've won the big awards. It's, why don't you just...
Forget about the community, make lots of money, and just turn your back on us. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's kind of the question,
Yeah.
but
Those are very apt conversations to be having, and I do. Maybe I am making the shift away from being And I don't live in the area anymore now. I've now moved away from the area for a few years now. So
is that a relief in some ways?
It's a bit of a country bumpkin, but obviously my heart and soul is still here, and I am working with Hanan Wahabi, who lived in Grenfell Tower, and I'm working with her family on a book project, an Arts Council funded thing about community life in Grenfell Tower before the fire. It's like an artist's book, something that might appear like a tower shape, might fold out in a certain way. So it's not going to be like an art object, but where Sarah Wahabi, that's Hanan's daughter, is going to do the drawings for it. And so I'm working with the family there, and so that's still part of the ongoing work.
Are you still doing your blogs? Because your blogs, when you came here, you fell in love with the local history, and obviously, as we all did, you learned a lot from Tom Vague. But you picked up your own special interests, like the women of Notting Dale, whether it was the laundries or whether it was the Raymond Clinic and the very first birth control. Because we mustn't forget, not only was it Release and the British Black Panthers around here, it was a lot of the early women's organisations. Are you still in love with our history here? What's your favourite niche at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, those were sort of unrealised projects in a way. They came out in a limited form, so I might return back to them to give them a new treatment. So I never really got the site-specific thing I wanted to do about the birth control clinic, one of the first birth control clinics set up in the UK, which is on Telford Road. It's the Lloyd Williamson's school, which is now about to be demolished and going through another phase.
Knock it all down.
Yeah, knock it all down. I'm assuming it's obviously housing that's
You
coming.
did do, I think, part of the Silchester Open Gardens
That's
weekend.
right, I helped to organise that.
You did do your Washerwoman play
that's right.
in various site-specific locations.
That's right.
That was quite immersive.
That one was. So yeah, that did get a quite good treatment in a way, and it was documented, and I have a film record of it. But yeah, oftentimes you're working on community projects, and there's multiple strands to them, and then you're trying to find your voice within them. You're curating all the elements, and then you're trying to find your own voice within them. And yeah, it's a difficult act sometimes you're doing, but it's obviously been very important career-defining work. But it's a legacy, and it's been a huge weight and responsibility, and I'd say the last few years I've now actually reflected a little bit more of the impact on me as a result of all that work, and I've had to take a bit of time out for myself to just get a breathing space and to see where I'm going to go now. So you're finding me in a different phase. I'm not boots on the ground. It's looking towards new directions in a way, and trying to assess that legacy, work.
So, it's whenever you talk about these sorts of issues, social issues, of course there's the resistance side and whatever else, but there is also a sort of traumatic side to all of this, because in every incident that you've mentioned, people have had to fight. And the fact that you have to fight for your home, and obviously Grenfell is the worst case scenario, but you have to fight for your actual home, to have sort of justice in your home, to live with your human rights, to live in a safe environment. That in itself, just having to do that in this day and age is very problematic. And if you look at all the things underneath it, you start to uncover it's some serious shit, basically.
It is indeed.
Serious shit.
And it seems to go around in cycles, and it doesn't seem to end. It seems to come out in new ways. So, as I mentioned, that award-winning portrait that was taken by Kevin of Grace Ipke, you can come and see it. It's a lovely portrait of her proud African woman. She's been in England for decades, and she lives on the Warrington Green estate, and regal in her African garbs, and that was taken in 2020, and just shortly after that she experienced a horrific housing situation as her last part. She's on the last part of the estate that's going to be knocked down, so it's obviously now all being declined, but she's had serious issues in about 2021 or 2 with damp and the flooding. It kept going on, and it was Catalyst and then Peabody, and then she had to be rehoused, and then they rehoused her into one of the new builds on Portobello Square, which is the new square, and it was in a block half the size of her flat. It was also in a block that had the facade taken off because they found flammable cladding on it, and it still is there to this day.
Yeah, I know
a
the
bit
one.
of a building
Yeah, you
stripped
can
off,
see it, can't you? Yeah,
so
as you
you
walk
can see
down
it. So
Warrington Road,
she
yeah.
was in there. She'd been moved from one to another one, and she had sort of midge infestation in her flat and real health conditions. And you know, it's a friend of mine, and I felt heartbroken about what's happened to her. And so she basically now is not going to do anything as part of moving into the new build. So she's not going to go into the new build. She will want to find somewhere else to live. So it's like that.
Dragging away from her community and her.
Yes,
decade.
I mean,
Well,
she'll
that's
try
how
to
you
stay
split-
in North Kensington,
Yeah, right.
but the challenge is will she
Where?
be able to find somewhere in North
So
Kensington?
it's another way of just, you know, it
Well,
keeps
Bill really
destroying communities. It's just what they've been doing, breaking them up every time a
and that
community.
goes
Yeah.
full circle back to 21st century slum. I mean,
Yeah.
we still have.
That's exactly what. Yeah, exactly what
The
happened.
very first phase one properties in Worthington, of course, Emma Dent Code famously blogged that she'd been invited around someone's house 3 months after they moved in, and the windows just fell out.
Yeah, the problem started immediately
Yes,
after they
did.
built it.
I mean,
and
they
it,
have
and it happens a lot.
improved them, and so the later phases have got better. So we do know some people who've moved in, and they're happy with the new builds. But it's obviously a great, tremendous sacrifice to be waiting 10, 15 years as these regeneration schemes take an eternity, you know, waiting.
And I think that one's been delayed again, from what I hear at Youth Action Alliance.
Yeah. And obviously we are trying to delay it as well, because we're wanting the trees to be saved on that estate. Over 300 trees will be demolished, will be felled as a result of that regeneration.
I mean,
so there's still the last
it's horrendous,
batch of
isn't
30.
it? 300
I mean, when you
trees.
hear it, I mean,
Terrible.
Yeah, and I mean, they can never quite. They're going to try to plant and replant and create a new, you know, but it will take at least 50 years, we think, you know, to get back to where it was.
Yeah. Oops. Constantine, thank you so much for coming
That's okay.
in.
I should say, if you want to know, the exhibition is on.
Yes, we need the details of
The
the exhibition.
details is on Morley College Gallery in North Kensington. Morley, North Kensington, Warrington Road, W10, and
Just
it
up from
runs
near
on.
Porto.
We've only got 4 days left now.
Till Sunday.
Saturday from 12 to 4, Thursdays 6 to 9, Fridays 2 to 6. And Saturdays.
So tomorrow is our last chance. Really.
Tomorrow, and then next weekend. No.
Next weekend.
Yeah, we've got 4 full days.
If you're going to Scotland next week, it's your last chance.
Well, pop down, hopefully. Have a look.
Would you call
sorry, should I
your-
just say there's an important film I'm screening there called I've never screened it. I've been in the making for like 10 years, and it's about the community gardener in North Kensington underneath Grenfell Tower, Stuart Wallace.
Yeah, who sadly died
Sadly
recently.
passed away and didn't get to see the film I made about him, and that's now screening in the latest cut. I think I've finally got a final cut of it, but it was 10 years in the making, and it's obviously a very poignant film about him trying to rebuild his garden after the Grenfell Tower fire. And strawberries are for the future.
You've done a lot of stuff there, my friend. So busy.
No, the other, of course, Stuart. Am I right in thinking Stuart had been housed in the St Mungo's over the road and was homeless?
Yes.
The very St Mungo's that you've written a blog about the stained glass windows on.
Yes.
And Stuart then went on to get housed in Lanc West. He was a hopeless alcoholic. He'd be the first to admit it, as we all would. And he created this beautiful garden from literally odds and sods, bits and bobs.
The original squatter on the estate, and obviously it's very good to see the estate now has resources, and that is maybe.
I mean, it's great what's happened
social
now,
housing,
but should it have taken what happened for it to,
No.
to get? This should have happened without what Grenfell having to happen.
All right, play a tune now. Thank you, Constantine.
Thank you very much.
And how do we follow you on social media?
worldwideweb.grass.com. I don't know. I never follow for
Just
myself.
Google it.
Grassart.com. Grassart.com.
That's it.
GRAS.
Troubles are far gone away. No one can change my mind. I'm soaring high. No rain can take away my sunshine. Sunshine, sunshine, stay with me. Sunshine.
I'm happy today. Yeah, I'm happy today. Yeah, I'm happy today. I'm happy today. Sunshine, baby, don't you leave. Yeah, I like how you make me feel. Yeah, sunshine, sunshine, don't you leave. Sunshine, sunshine, stay with me. You bring me peace of mind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With you I'm happy all the time. Sunshine, baby, don't you leave. Don't. I like how you make me feel. Yeah. Sunshine, sunshine, don't you leave. Sunshine, sunshine, don't you leave. I'm happy today. Yeah, I'm happy today. Yeah, I'm happy today. I'm happy today.
Yes,
What was that then?
So that was Sunshine, inspired by The Sun is Shining.
Yeah.
We do indeed have Sunshine by Itana and
Right
somebody
here, right
called
now.
Josh Harris.
Yeah.
Nice, good tune. Nice.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Right, finally we get to our final guest. Dan
We do.
Morell,
Dan is in the
welcome
house,
to the
yeah,
show.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Even.
So Dan, you know what? I don't think you've been on Portobello Radio since some mad event at the old Ackland Village. The,
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
no, we did the Tabernacle, didn't we?
Oh,
with
did
you,
we?
Didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, back
Yeah,
in
maybe.
our 11th birthday.
But you're here from Chance. Just
Yeah.
very. Oh, you've got someone else with you. Can we give?
Yeah, there you go. I'll pass mine over.
Yeah, this is Benedict Lamb, a fashion designer who's become balanced, and we'll come on to Ben in a minute.
All right. Okay. Sorry, I introduced you too early. My bad. Dan, tell us about Chance, because it's been going on for a while, and it has all sorts of implications.
Well, Chant is the Chant Artist Collective, and what we are is we're a space punk collective. I know. Well, think about it.
Don't tell Greg, tell the microphone.
Yeah, tell them like what's happened is punk rock was anybody can have a go, yeah, and space punk, without being elitist, anybody knows what they're doing can have a go. So
sounds a bit elitist.
Well, we've downloaded it from the future, so it's a situationist art movement. Space punk is going to happen, so we're a space punk artist collective, and we've got all these cats who've turned up who know what they're doing.
Ooh. Was that intentional?
No. It all happened by accident. But here you go. The first album of this space punk collective is produced by Youth.
Yeah.
And it's
Obvious parish.
Yeah, it's Youth and Gaudi and Don Letts, and then Youth did the last thing that Lee Scratch Perry ever did, so we've got that in it. Kermit Leveridge from Black Grape, Planet Man, and me. And we've got this dub album called Relics of Tree Worship. Jamie Reed, the iconic artist, he did the front cover. It's one of the last things he did.
Right.
You can load your voice into one of our tracks with our app that we've got in the App Store under Chant by Balance. You get a track back you mixed in, and the money goes to plant trees, create land art forests. And this is the first time it's being announced.
Oh.
But the trees got planted yesterday for Balance at Reggae Land, Jamaica. 9 Mile, the birthplace and final resting place of Bob Marley. So the dub fans can turn their voices into
I've been there,
trees in Jamaica. So it's all about creating sustainability and art and music together.
Because basically that's how you started, didn't you? Chance started as this app that would incorporate the world's voices to a beautiful harmony, which was, because people were going to pay, was going to save the planet.
Yeah.
And it seems to be still on that vibe, but you've actually got some serious geezers involved.
Well, the serious geezers involved, the cats who know what they're doing, who've turned up. So the first album is Youth, Killing Joke, Grammy Award-winning Youth, with the dub album with Don Letts.
Portobello Radio Solstice King.
Absolutely, and we've got our first gig under the Westway with Niles in Ackland Village on May the 30th. So that's the first outing of it. But the next album, which is Lifting the Bar Even Higher, is Matt Black, it's Mixmaster Morris, it's Youth, and Brian Eno. And Brian's done the artwork for the front cover. So Jamie Reed did the artwork for the first one, then Brian's done the artwork for the second one. Nina Walsh, who's the second, Walsh Weatherall. We've got all the old Weatherall loops. Nina's done a fucking fantastic job on an industrial album. And Damien Hirst, we got a shot of him. He's done the artwork. So we need to change culture. And how do you change culture? You use culture, so it's culture and art. And we've got all these cats who are turning up who know what they're doing.
You have to talk into the microphone, Dale.
I have to talk into the microphone. Yeah, Martin Ware. He's
Heaven 17.
Heaven 17.
Are we going to play some of this?
Yeah, play some of the relics of tree worship. Play Cedar, which has got Kermit Leveridge, Black Grapes. He's doing the vocals on that one, and that gives you an example of the sort of stuff that we're doing.
I've got the red dub mix.
Yeah, red dub mix Cedar. Let's have some of that. Yeah.
Woo! Ha! Super bass! I'll drink sun, my dear. I'll drink sun, my dear. You see, I'm Cedar. I haven't come here to feed ya. I've come to lift your mind higher. You might smell me in your dreams. I'll smudge the space in which you live and keep you clean. You will see me carbonate me on your temple walls, 'cause I can take the pressure energy I absorb. The lightning struck and the branch it formed. I didn't have no fruit, but still I feel it. You see, my roots are embedded, cradled in the soil. I endure. You see, I'm here and there. I drink sun, my dear. Draw my strength from the very earth. The bones, oil, the soil, and the dirt. Draw my strength from the very earth. The bones, oil, the soil, and dirt. Pray and keep it. Dream of protection. A spiritual connection. I drink sun, my dear. I drink sun, my dear. I stood on the earth and felt the dirt between my toes. Jumped to the moon, it's not as far as I've been told. Now I could be clever to get to the sun. I could travel if I love, but it don't matter which one. Or I just general ride them on, take a winding fast. Follow all the majors from the days in the past. And when I reach the sun, I'll suffer in your place. Absorb all the years I transcend this space. And as I fall in the abyss, I drown in the abyss. I drown in the abyss. drink sun, my dear. I drink sun, my dear. Jump it, jump it, jump it.
Yeah, ooh.
Well, thank you very much.
What's that track called?
That's Cedar. Sunglasses, cedar trees,
Yeah.
sunglasses after dark.
Because trees are at the heart of this, aren't they, Dan? I mean, when we first met, which is back in the midst of time, you were part of, well, you were Future Forest.
That's right.
And we, you know, we spent a lot of time in London getting money off the music business.
Yeah.
To plant trees out in the countryside.
That's right.
And there was, you know, a lot of Glastonbury and all that, obviously.
Yeah.
So, does Future Forest still exist? Are you still?
Well, no, Future Forest exists. It's a separate company. It's called Climate Impact Partners, and I got kicked out by the venture capitalists because I want to be a biodiversity creator, not a destroyer. Not a destroyer of the climate with carbon credits. Anyway, that's now got a $200 million turnover. It's one of the biggest carbon businesses in the world. But you know, I got thrown out for reasons of art, of being a hippie. But
are they doing good?
Well, it doesn't matter. This is what matters. Joe Strummer's Rebels Wood up on the Isle of Skye that took 20 years to put its head above the bracken, and with 100-mile-an-hour salt winds, and it gets dark at 3:30 and light at 9:30. So actually plant a Joe Strummer forest up there is amazing.
It's madness.
But it's done. White-tailed eagles have moved in. There's otters. There's beavers.
Otters in the tree.
Otters in the There's otters in the sea and beavers in the dams and white-tailed eagles in the trees. Yeah, but I mean, Massive Attack. They've got a project in Thornbury, and it's just beautiful now. With Glastonbury Festival, we greened the M32 corridor, and then we greened the St Paul's roundabout, which was a horrible inner-city decayed area. Now, children's lungs are cleaner because the particulates aren't so much in their lungs. You've got mental health issues that have been resolved because forestry is really good for the community. People put their own vegetable gardens in that little forest, and it reduces blood pressure. It just creates a sound barrier from the M32. So it's an amazing piece of land art that was created in Bristol city centre. So now we're going back to do it again. There was a Ronnie Wood for the Rolling Stones, and the Rolling Stones went carbon neutral, and it was glorious. And we planted the forest in a war zone, and the people that we gave the money to were on the wrong side of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and they had grenades and machine guns. And what a disaster! The whole thing failed. Me, under my own ticket, I replanted it with these beautiful shamans in Argentina, milking the clouds, and now it's doing permaculture, agroforestry, bringing income to local people. So the Ronnie Wood got resolved. The same with the Coldplay forest. They all got resolved. So all of the housework to do what we did with the music community that got us to where we've done is all back in place.
And you've taken that on into chant and into the most recent iteration of chant, which of course is the Relics of Tree Worship.
Yeah.
And we started this with the fact that tune was called Cedars.
Yeah.
Are all the tunes on the record named after trees?
Yeah, well, cedar trees. How do you create music about the environment without being buttock-clenchingly, toe-worthingly embarrassing? And the answer is Daisy Campbell and Martin Sexton. So having real people who do the real lyrics. So cedar is the door of the temples in the pyramids in Solomon's Temple, and cedar's got that great history. So Kermit Leveridge wrote those lyrics about the cedar tree. The second tree is willow, which I'd like you to play next, and that cleans water and takes chemical pesticides out of farmland and increases water catchment enhancement, and it's for water. Oak is for strength and power. sequoia because it's so high. It's all about the atmosphere. So each of these tracks has got lyrics written about the effect that those trees have on the environment. And the big space punk message from the Situationist artist that we've downloaded this information from is plant trees. Trees sort out everything. Create art with trees. How does art affect the future? And the answer is forests.
So can we play?
Yeah, which one?
Willow.
Pick a tree.
Willow.
Hey, Mecca. You're listening to Portobello Radio, and we are here talking with Dan Morell from Chant. And don't forget, next Saturday, the 30th of May, at Bay 56, Ackland Village, you can find the whole Chant posse: Gaudi, Donlet, Youth, Dan, The Egg.
The Egg are playing. Kermit Leveridge from Black Grape. Planet Man.
They're all there. You're listening to Willow.
It's a lot of childish nonsense.
And Willow Brown Church used by her followers. Long to be sold. Por mí. And the point.
A lot of childish nonsense.
The trees.
in the forest of your dreams. Freedom to dream. This is on Mount Helicon. A leaf was a willow tree, and nursed it. Tenderly into keep me in the warm.
All right, that is Willow by Chance off of Relics of Tree Worship. And we have Dan here in the studio. He's part of the Chant Collective. You brought someone with you, Dan.
Yes, I bought Benedict Lamb.
Hello.
And
Hi,
Benedict is
Benedict.
the most sustainable fashion designer there is.
Okay.
What happens is that people go and design
Why don't we let him
clothes
tell
with
us?
him, and then he goes and does some wonderful stuff. So you tell him.
Oh, thank you for the intro. Our brand, Benedict Lamb, is basically artisan-led. So we specialise in making kind of quite high-end, bespoke, avant-garde costumes. So we work with, in the last year, Boy George stage costumes, KSI. So we do celebrities. We've worked with many, many DJs. And we specialise in making kind of what they want, which is generally kind of unique one-off pieces.
I was going to say, this doesn't sound high street to me.
We are definitely not a high street brand, no. Although, I mean, we do sell some off the peg stuff. So we do tailoring, we do shirts, we do T-shirts, we do stuff like that. So there is access points to the brand, which you can just walk in and buy off the peg, basically.
Right. Where is that? Online or in a shop?
Well, we have a website, benedictlamb.com, which everyone should check out. But we work with Joe Corrie, Vivienne Westwood's son, and his shop is called Lighthouse, and it's 48 Berwick Street in Soho. And under his kind of umbrella, really, it's his building, he's curated it changes each week to be honest, but about 18 designers across 5 floors. And everyone is avant-garde, everyone has a bespoke option, and everyone is generally very good at what they do, to be honest. It's a very kind of high-end fashion environment.
Can you...
Sorry, being silenced. Yeah, I was interested. You were introduced to sustainable fashion. Do you want to talk a bit about that?
Absolutely, yeah. So Dan's a good friend of mine anyway, but we've just been made fashion ambassadors for the Balance situation. And that's basically based on the fact that we are very artisan-led, and we don't use factories at all. So we make small volumes of stuff. We don't overproduce at all. We have a zero waste philosophy. So we work with weavers, sari Japanese weavers. We work with tailors. We work with leather workers, metal workers, and they all tend to be very high-end artisans that work from their own homes and their own studios. So production-wise,
So it's a global thing because you're not working with only people based in the UK.
at the moment, all our production is completely UK-based, but who we sell to is global. And for instance, we've just done the red carpet for the new Star Wars Mandalorian movie, which was about 3 days ago.
That's right up your
Yeah, I'm going to see that tonight.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so yeah, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So yeah,
Tell them about the space punk costume.
Yeah, and and one of the many tie-ins with Dan and the Balance situation is that we're going to be styling and kind of art directing Dan's band and all the incredibly cool cats that are playing with him for the gig on next Sunday.
On the 30th.
Yeah. So we're going to stylize it around that, and now I'm kind of part of the Balance team. I suppose we're trying to spread the word and the message of Balance into the fashion world, basically. So recruiting more people like myself.
And it's going to be a huge improvement. The original space punk costumes were a silver nylon suit. I remember turning up on.
Did you try one on?
At Monday of Carnival, I hadn't been to bed. I had God knows what going around my system. And Dan is trying to persuade me to get on stage in 30 degrees in a nylon
silver space. Yeah. Well, that's where we originated
My wife
from.
wouldn't let me, luckily.
But the idea is we're downloading art from the future, and Benedict is designing the fashion that's coming down from the future, which is our new space punk outfit.
Hang on, your space punk outfit is going to take into consideration the global catastrophe that's going on in the weather and the fact it's getting really hot, so no nylon, I take it. You're going to have like cooling fabrics?
First of all, our brand doesn't use nylon at all. So
that's a step up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
is nylon a bad thing?
Well, it's a full bodysuit in silver in the hot sun.
As a material, is nylon a bad thing?
I'm all about natural fibres. Yeah.
Nylon's not sustainable.
So as an example, we work with British wool. So a lot of the garments we make are made with wool. We only use British wool. We only use weavers that are based in their own cottages, like in places like Norfolk, for instance. So we've got quite a good developing relationship with them. So we're taking a very staple, good quality product like that, and then turning it into very avant-garde, extreme stuff. So we're not making Aran jumpers, basically.
And if I could add to that, the space punk ethos is that the designer works, the client works with the designer, then the sheep get sheared, and then they get turned into wool and product. So it's as sustainable as you can get. And space punk is all about anybody can turn up who knows what they're doing. So this is the designer who's turning up who knows what he's doing, setting a standard.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
So tell me something, is space punk a kind of recycling remix of the original, 1970s, early 80s punk rock?
Yeah.
Kind of.
But it's good if it is recycled. Unless it wasn't thrown away.
Well, okay, so space punk, what's his origin? And if you look at Sun Ra, okay, so Sun Ra was all about ethnic discrimination for African Americans, so then he became an alien coming down.
Afrofuturism.
Afrofuturism.
Yeah,
and from Afrofuturism,
and
we
Parliament.
We got Bootsy. We got
George
Chic,
Clinton.
You got George Clinton.
Yeah,
all of that genre
really
came out of Afrofuturism. So, and that was Sun Ra downloading art from the future. So that's exactly what we're in the tradition of Sun Ra, to download an idea and an art from the future to come and sort the mess out that we're in.
Is there any particular universe that you're downloading from?
Very good question. Well, the philosophical example of that could be a multiverse. So does art create the future? And so the idea of retrocausality is, does art from the future affect the present? And if it does, downloading really cool stuff, like the sort of thing that Sun Ra would have been doing, is, without Sun Ra, we wouldn't have had Bootsy, we wouldn't have George Clinton.
How are we getting this stuff from the future? I mean, I quite like tomorrow's racing results.
Well, it's in the app. If you download a chant by Balance, put it onto your phone, that's the first that we've downloaded it from the year 3038, and bless dear old Brian Eno, who's fantastic.
Is he still alive in 3000?
Of course he will be. I'm planning my 100th birthday right now. But anyway,
Virgin Music labels star artist.
That said, downloading an art system from the future, which is our app, where you can load your voice into a track, get a track back, you're mixed in, the money goes to plant trees, singing trees to life, to abracadabra, the audience's voices become a forest. That is the first example of a space punk artwork that we've downloaded from the future.
Oh, nice.
Well, I'll tell you something. As a man that's worked in music and fashion for as far back as I can remember, even the DBC Rebel Radio days with Kipsy and how it was back then, recycling really is the way to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really is. Instead of just, I don't know, dumping out the environment and changing clothes like it's going out of fashion and all of that. So I can only give you guys credit. You know the ones there?
Can I just remark on that?
Sure.
And what you've got is confetti culture, that creates consumption, which is based on artists young kids become artists. What do? They create art to their algorithm. Their audience choose what they want, and instead of being artists, they end up being content providers.
Yeah, digitally as well, that's
Underground
correct.
could never have happened in an environment like that.
True,
So this
true.
is the idea of Chant Live Artist Collective. We go depth instead of breadth. It's all about the art. We're not interested in how many albums we sell. What we want to do is create really, really high quality art as an example of a way to avoid confetti culture, consumerism, back into artisanship and real art.
So would you say, I mean, in my opinion, music's art, fashion's art,
Some of it.
it's all an acquired taste, isn't it?
Everything is
You know what I
art.
mean?
Everything.
You know?
There's the art of business.
Some of it's capitalist music, but you know, it all has its same art form and it's all an acquired taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
you-
like the
Right,
art
I've got
gallery
to bring
yesterday.
this fascinating conversation to a halt because we're nearly
Hawthorne. Let's do Hawthorne.
at the end of the show. Dan, you are going to hopefully play live on Portobello Radio tomorrow, either 2 or 3 o'clock.
Yes.
At 4 o'clock, we got the Willie Angel dub show. At 5 o'clock, who knows? At 6 o'clock, we have a brand new Monoloco mixtape from Ricky Lorio. Ricky's been really ill, but he's got much, much better. He's fighting fit, and he's got a brand new style, so we'll check that out. 7 o'clock, DJ Louise. 8 o'clock, we got a set from last week's boat party featuring Campo Sancho. I don't know if it's Jim or if it's Matt, but it's Jim. An hour of Jim at 8. And then at 9, we got Unnatural High.
Wow, what a
with
day.
Becca.
What a day. Well, just to say
That's amazing.
what I'll be playing is I'll be playing space punk music that we've downloaded from the future.
Great. Then Sunday, it's Portobello Talk Radio in the morning at 8:50. We've got episode 2 of Our Future Hood, which is Zakia leading a community garden tour. Then at 9:20, Great Exchanges. That is our collaboration with Imperial College London. Haroon Shah from Nostalgia talks with Professor Ian Cross from Cambridge about the joy of making music together. And you'll like this, Dan, you better tune in, because he does talk, Haroon, about taking Nostalgia into the forest to play the pans. And he said that the band suddenly realised what music was all about as they played into the forest. Loads of fascinating stuff in that. This show's back on at 10. At midday, we've got Flipside Radio. Do we know which one we're playing, Gregsy?
Yes, it's Dean Street with...
Dean Street.
Yeah, with... I can't remember his name, I'll just put my diary.
Anyway, it's Soho History at midday. Then Rewind Sunday, we play the DJs all over again. This show repeats tomorrow on Saturday. If you want to know what's on Saturday night, thank you very much for listening.
And are we going to play out with Hawthorne?
Yeah, why not? Oh, you've got something to say, Isis?
No.
Nothing about Fertility
No,
Radio?
I'm heading off to see The Mandalorian and Grogu.
No, I'm jealous.
Ah, the jacket I'm wearing, can I mention that? Yeah, the jacket I'm wearing is the jacket that the bad guy wore in The Mandalorian, which is Benedict designed.
Very cool.
Yeah. So we've upscaled.
Well, I don't know what they're talking about, mate. So, Hawthorne.
This is Kermit Leveridge, a black grape.
Right. And these are the nice white flowers that come out kind of April, May time.
Yeah, this is drum and bass. This is how do you get away from being buttock clenchingly, toe curlingly worthy when you're singing about the environment.
That's what drum and bass makes me think about.
So I hope we've had a go here. Thank you.
We're like a slave to get more stuff. Now you're getting older, it's not enough. Don't keep your time for behind. sleeping through the whole night. Sometimes take the frequencies up and down. Sometimes all my parts twist align. Sometimes I go the way with my mind. Changing watching Netflix, watching it back. Offering suggestions, they know I like that. Use it back to create monsters in the form of a graph. Maximizing profits, hardly in the step. All that Indian on your keyboard is surviving crime. Autonomous phenomenon, intelligent design, malware. Already deep in the core, so they can sleep in through their own back door.
Portobello Radio. Portobello Radio.
Don't be disturbing me.